Human resources, or people teams, are at the heart of cultural change in the workplace. We spoke to the CIPD's Chief Executive, Peter Cheese, to find out more about how these changes are affecting how we work.
Peter Cheese, thank you for joining us. We are looking at working from home. You at the moment are doing this interview from home, so it's become the new norm. Is it a good thing for workers and businesses?
Yes, I think there are many aspects of more flexible working in its wider form, but hybrid working from home, that support people, for example, with caring responsibilities or long-term health conditions, or other reasons where they may be constrained from coming into places of work. But it is part of a wider change around flexible working, which I think we all need to embrace, because it's good for people, it's good for their well-being, and therefore it should be good for organizations in attracting and retaining all of the talent that they need.
There's a lot of trust that goes on when we have a hybrid working, flexible working. Everybody has to entrust in each other that they're doing the right thing at the right time. Is that there?
It's not always there. I think in the past we've measured but been somewhat biased towards people being present all of the time and putting in all of the hours. And we have to shift that. We have to, first of all, trust that our people are doing the right things, but also ensure that we are training our managers, for example, to look at the outcome and the output that people create, and not just the hours that they work. And these are essential in embedding cultures of flexible working that are supportive of all.
And will some people be left behind when it comes to remote working? We're talking about people with caring responsibilities. A lot of the time, it tends to be women that take on these roles, and they are out of sight, out of mind. Will they lose out on promotions?
Yeah, and I think that very much relates to the same point, that we need to make sure that we really are evaluating people's performance and what they do based on the output and the outcomes that they create, and ensuring that we do understand and overcome biases that I think have been very prevalent in the past about this sort of, I've got to be present and that shows commitment. So there are some important things there that we have to deal with.
And AI, everyone's excited about AI. It's going to change the world apparently, but it's also going to lead to job losses. So workers really need to think about skills and developing themselves. Are they doing that?
Yes, I think to some degree, of course, we will all have to think about skills that we might need in the future, but this is such an important agenda for businesses. They've got to show that they can invest in the skills of their workforce. If the jobs are changing, then how do we upskill and reskill people effectively? How do we use AI in that process of learning as well? And how do we ensure that the jobs that we are creating are good for people, that they're designed around people, that people benefit from it in terms of the use of their skills, but also it's creating positive outcomes around things like well-being and reducing stress at the same time as increasing our productivity and outcomes.
And do you think workers will be happier in the future?
Well, I certainly hope so. I think that should be an outcome of the future of work, shouldn't it? That we are more content in our work, we're feeling more fulfilled, it's good for our well-being, it helps us with purpose in life, and all of those things in turn, of course, will reflect on good business outcomes as well.
Okay, thank you very much, Peter.
Thank you.